Hi, welcome back to another video. In today's video I want to start off the 2024 Platinum Guide that I've been planning, which will be split up in multiple parts. In this part in particular I will look at one of the early game Platinum farms, which is unlocked quite early on. I will explain how to get these items, and I will also explain for all of the new players once they have items where they can sell them and how they can sell them. So for the Derelict Vaults you will be able to find on Deimos, which is right there, but you get there by progressing through Earth right here until you go to the Mars junction. Here you will find a small boss and you will fight it. Once you pass that, you can go to Mars. Then on Mars you take this bottom path and then you can go to Deimos. Where you will find this farm is within this mission, this capture mission. You can run over and over to find the vaults, open them, and get corrupted mods. These corrupted mods can sell for different amounts of platinum based on how useful they are, so you might have to run this a couple of times. And I do recommend keeping at least one copy of each of those mods, because you might need them later on in the game. So how can we open Derelict Vaults? To open Derelict Vaults you will need dragon keys, which you can find in a dojo. So let's go into the dojo and I will show you where to go. Okay, so here we are in the dojo. This is the Orkin laboratory, which you can find somewhere in your dojo. It looks like this. Once you are in here, you walk all the way through it to the back, where you have the Orkin lab research. And once you interact, you will find 4 blueprints. You get these blueprints, they are infinitely reusable, so you only need to get one of them. And then afterwards, you will craft these dragon keys. So I will select one of them so you can see the requirements for crafting. As you see, it's 500 credits, 10 void traces, and 250 ferrite. As you can also see, there's 4 different dragon keys that you have. The bleeding dragon key will diminish your health. The decaying dragon key will reduce your shields and your shield gate. The extinguished dragon key will reduce the damage you deal, and the hobbled dragon key will slow you down. Once you have crafted the dragon keys in your foundry, you can equip them in a loadout by going into your arsenal and then going to this tab here, which you have the gear wheel. Within the gear wheel, you can, as you see, equip these dragon keys. And what you would want to do if you want to do this solo, you need to run every dragon key. So here I have the hobbled dragon key, the extinguished dragon key, and the bleeding dragon key. So I only need the decaying dragon key, which I do not have, so I have to craft. Okay, here we go. So I have 4 new ones crafted. So let's claim these and then equip the dragon key that I needed, which was the decaying. Here we go. So now we have 4. Alternatively, you can also do this in a squad and then coordinate what kind of key you are running. This will save you a couple of void traces, but they are easy enough to get. Which brings me to how to get void traces. So you can get void traces by going into your star chart and then navigating up top here at Void Fissures. Here you will see different missions, different locations. The ones on Earth you will always have unlocked. So here we have defense level 9 to 11 against the Grenier. If you press this, as you can see, you will be met with this interface where you can select a relic if you have them. If you don't, that's completely fine. You get void traces by opening or collecting the 10 reactants within the mission that you need, even if you have no relic. So you could select no relic, run the mission, get the reactants, and you will get some void traces that way as well. Then once you have the void traces, you can craft the keys, like I shown you, and then you equip them in the gear wheel, and then you go to Deimos, to the mission that I've shown you before, Horand. So let's do that. Okay, so here we are in the mission. What you want to do is you are looking for a certain door, which can also be there right at spawn. So also check spawn, so we don't have to backtrack. Okay, nothing here. So we can go to the capture target. So you don't really have to kill any of the enemies. You can just go past all of them. Make sure that you keep checking every nook and cranny for this vault door. And once I find the vault door, I will actually show you what it looks like. Let's get this capture target first. We capture him, and now we go look for the Derelict Vault. Okay, here we go. So this is what the vault door looks like. As you can see, there's 4 different slots, and you can fill these 4 different slots with a dragon key. And as you can see, I need the decaying dragon key, which I then lose, so I would have to recraft in the foundry. I open this, I go in, and I collect this artifact, and I can continue towards the extraction. Once I am at the extraction, I will then see what kind of mod that I got. So here we go, we got hollow point. Okay, so now if we want to sell hollow point, there's a couple of ways we can go about it. One is using the in-game features, which you can find here in the trading tab. So you open your chat menu and you go to this tab. Then you can set filters, which I did for another mod. But here, as you can see, if you have no filters, this is what it will look like at first. So you have a load of people selling a load of different items, but you are not really necessarily interested in any of these. So you can go to this little magnifying glass, and you can say what you want to include and what you do not want to see. So we are not really that interested if we are selling hollow point in people that are selling us items. So we say we do not want to see any WTS or want to sell messages, but we do want to see want to buy messages, and we would like to see people wanting to buy hollow point. So we add that on. Now I will only be able to see people that are wanting to buy hollow point, and if they are, I could go here, I would go to talk to them, I would say, hi, I have hollow point, I want to sell, and then they usually give you an invite to their dojo and you can trade. Another way of selling your items is through Warframe.Market, which you can also use to check up on what kind of item is worth what kind of platinum. So you can use it as a price check. I will show you what Warframe.Market looks like when you first log in. So this is the page you will be met with once you first log in. In the top right, you can create your account and link it to your Warframe account. And then in the top left, you can select your platform, but this is not really necessary anymore since there's cross trade, so you can trade with players across PC, PlayStation, and Xbox. Then here's your search bar. So we just got hollow point, so we will look for hollow point. And then here you can see people wanting to sell the mod. For instance, this person wants to sell it for 3 platinum. He has 11 of them and they are all rank 0. So this is the person you would then be competing with. So if you really want to get rid of your hollow point mod, you would price it at 2 platinum, which isn't that much. But for other corrupted mods, they can go up to decent prices. So for instance, Blind Rage is a good one. Blind Rage, as you see, sells for 12 platinum here. And if we want to compete with this person, we would price it 11. What you then do is you can use this to sell your items sort of passively. So you would go to the bottom right, you would say, oh, hello, I have this mod. I say it's 11, I want to sell for 11 because it's 1 platinum below the person that was offering it before. I have 1 of the mods and it's rank 0. Then you can say post. Then usually it takes either long or a short amount of time until you get a message from someone in game, and once they message you, you can begin the trade with them. Just make sure that when you use Warframe.Market, in the top right here, you say that you are online in game if you are actually in the game. Okay, so that's pretty much it for the first platinum farm that I wanted to show you. In the next video, I will probably go over ways to make platinum with prime parts and how to farm prime fissures or the void fissures efficiently. And then from there on, we will also get into the later game where we will discuss some of the arcane farms, ways to get arcanes and sell those for a good amount of platinum. For now, thank you for tuning in, and I hope to see you in the next video. Bye.